Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Doing all right. How are you?
Well, I'm babysitting today, so yes, multitasking.
Is that enjoyable for you?
It's going good.
Okay. So, how have you been since we last spoke?
A lot of things has transpired, but we are letting the past be the past, and we are here in the future.
Okay. You don't want to talk about anything in the past?
Not as of now. Trying to get this baby settled, but I mean, a baby is gonna be a baby. So yeah.
Okay. So, last time we spoke, one of your goals was to go out and not be paranoid. Have you
Yes.
went out any this month?
Yes. I went to the camp here in Huntsville. They had an event for Juneteenth. I went with a couple of friends and I enjoyed myself. I wasn't nervous or anything. It was just good time with good people.
Okay. So, on a scale from 1 to 5, can you rate your anxiety or nervousness while at the camp?
It was at one being the least, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
One being the least nervous, 5 being the most nervous or anxious.
I was at a 1. I wasn't anxious or nervous at all, honestly. Um, like I just pretty much just had fun. It wasn't just me by myself, it was a group of friends, so that helped with it more.
Do these specific group of friends, what do they, how do they make you feel when you're around them?
Um, I feel safe. I don't feel unsafe at all. I didn't feel like anything was gonna happen to me. I was really secure.
And I know in the last visit, you said that it's been a while since you went out. And
Yes.
at your last outing, you were anxious. So, has anything transpired that made you feel different when you go out?
Honestly, what I think it is I'm really just going through a change in who I surround myself around. Um, yeah, that I can say that has been a constant change, different from before.
So it sounds like the people that you're surrounding yourself with is making your environment feel different. Is that
Definitely,
right?
definitely.
Can you describe the people that you were with before that were in environments that made you anxious?
I would say they just I don't want to say that they're careless and carefree because I wouldn't say that, but they just, I mean, I can't even talk about it in a standpoint of them not making me feel safe. I can say like the activities that are done don't do anything, you know?
Yeah. Don't do anything like, can you expound on?
Well, I just had a friend who just lived a very fast life. And it was always different people and random people. I'm a person that's not really comfortable around men, and it was always men around. So maybe that can be a factor in the problem.
Okay. Well, I see how if you're around strangers and people you don't know, that can cause your mind to not feel safe. You don't know what their motives are, who they are, what they're into, who they.
Mo, I'm
So
sorry.
that's okay. So that's a good sense of security you have.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
So you said you're not really comfortable around men. Is,
Yes.
do you know there's a reason for that?
It could be because of like growing up. My mom has never been super comfortable around men, so she really raised me to be cautious when it comes to them. So, and then past experiences of uh inappropriate things further push that.
Well, it's always good to have a good sense of security then to be more relaxed.
Yes.
Glad you're keeping yourself safe. So, with the goal of wanting to go out and not be paranoid, what are some specific things you would like to do to make that kind of permanent for you?
Um, honestly, I just think that it's also makes it harder because, in Huntsville, or not just in Huntsville, but all over the world, women have been being kidnapped or sex trafficked. So it doesn't make it any better. Um, I'm already like a super alert person and like super cautious. So I would just say in new places, I mean, I could scope out the area once, and then after that, like I don't have to constantly, figure out an escape plan.
Okay. So, I want you to tell me what your day to day would be like, what your life would be like if if safety wasn't an issue. If there wasn't any trafficking and kidnapping and assaults going on,
Mhm.
what do you see yourself doing?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
I would say, I just would really, if that wasn't an issue, I think I will wake up and not be thinking about so many things. I would just wake up, go out. Well, I live on campus, so go to the cab, walk to the cab rather than driving and using gas. I would um not be nervous when I see a car, coming behind me and stopping where I am and not trying to figure out like, oh, who is this in this car? Um, I would walk places more rather than, consuming gas. Like I would walk to work, walk home from work, walk to class, walk home from class. I would go to the grocery store and not be looking behind my back to see if this man or woman is following me. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I would really just go through daily life activities without, being what ifs, like, oh, if this happens, this is how I'm gonna react,
Yeah.
So I can say that for sure.
So it sounds like because of your anxiety, you're using a lot of gas.
Yes.
So you drive to the cafeteria.
Yes, even though I can really walk, I just, wow. Even though I could walk, I would drive because it's just like the right thing to do, especially like if it's dark outside. Like I'm not going anywhere in the dark because you can't see anything and
That's
you
true.
don't know.
Yeah. And that's understandable, especially at nighttime. After 8 o'clock, nobody can
In
see
the
you. Nobody.
daytime,
Yeah.
it's like that too, because people get taken in broad daylight.
Hmm.
But at nighttime, I would feel like more secure.
Right. That's understandable. It sounds like your car is giving you a sense of safety, even on campus.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it does, but also, getting in a car, it doesn't save you unless you lock your doors. So, yeah. And even if that, some people, some people are persistent.
So do you lock your doors?
Always, always. But that was before the whole trafficking thing, because even though I don't have like issues with anyone, like, I be watching videos and people be getting snatched up out their cars due to road rage and all those things. So
Well, you're on it.
I
Locking your car doors, you're not really giving anybody an opportunity to take advantage.
think one step forward is getting a gun, and then I'll feel really, really safe.
Okay. So how bad do you want one?
I want one really bad, but I'm not pressed to get one unless I am together with, like, me being on campus. I don't really understand the protocol of that because, we're on campus, but I'm not eager. I'm not super eager. Also because I don't know where I'll be after I graduate. And laws are different, so you never know.
Have you looked into getting one yet? Or
I have my Alabama license, and I've had it for uh 2 years, I think. Um, it's really not hard to get one down here, but
mm,
I'm not gonna get a permit unless I am ready to purchase a firearm. I'm not just gonna get a permit just to say I have a permit. And plus, I don't know how to shoot a gun, so I'm not eager, like I said before.
that's a good way to be, to actually be prepared before you go out there and get a firearm.
Yeah, so I want one really bad, but I'm not prepared. Like I'm not like gonna get one. I don't know how to shoot it or empty the clip or arm, all that stuff.
Clean it. Yeah. Okay. the event that's something that you're interested in, there are classes, so I'm glad that you have the mindset to be prepared than to just go out there and
Because as you
shoot
can see,
yourself, shoot your cars.
I keep my goddaughter. I watch kids if my friends need be, so I don't want to put anyone's child in harm's way.
And your goddaughter, one of your friends' children?
I met her in psychology class, and yeah, we really wasn't communicating with each other. And
The
then
friend?
the friend, at
Okay.
first, we were communicating with each other. We just started talking, and we've been friends ever since.
Okay. Was this an undergrad?
Yes.
Okay. And did she have her child in undergrad or like
No,
recently?
well, she was pregnant with her last semester, but yeah, it was during the COVID time, so
Mm.
everything was pretty much online.
Are you a part of her support system, assuming?
Yeah, when she needs a break, I help her, or when she's around her, she's with her grandma, her great grandma. Her great grandma had to work. She was like, "Can Oni come get her?" I was like, "Yeah, no problem. Like, I don't have class and I'm off of work, so why not?"
Why not have a kid for a few hours
Yeah,
or all night?
but I could always give her back. It's not like I'm stuck.
Okay, good. So have some clear objectives with going out and not being paranoid. You have any more plans in the summer? Usually a lot of people like to go outside because it's warmer and
Yes, I'm going to Detroit next Friday.
oh,
Going to Detroit for one of my friend's birthday. And to hang out with another friend of mine and that I met in undergrad. So we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff in Detroit. I'm excited. Like any events that are going around in Huntsville, if I'm free, of course, I'm going to jump at the chance of going to them to get the paranoid, get comfortable.
so I see those paranoid thoughts aren't inhibiting you.
Saturday helped out a lot.
Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
this past Saturday,
Yes.
what happened?
It was just like,
Oh, you mean the camp?
yeah, at the
Oh,
camp.
okay. Okay. Did you meet like other people out there with your friends, or you were really just dealing with your friend group?
I spoke to other people, mixed and mingled and things. They had a live band. It was good seeing people that I haven't seen in a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really like refreshing.
I heard it was going to be a nice event. I'm
Yes.
glad you were able to experience it. So with the next goal, well, before we move to the next goal, are you feeling any type of way with your trip to Detroit?
Honestly, no. I'm really ready to get out of Huntsville. I'm not happy here. So leaving here is definitely something that I want to do. So any chance I can get where I'm not,
Here.
I seized the opportunity.
Were there any specific events, or it's just Huntsville as a whole and the
Yeah,
whole?
Huntsville as a whole, I'm not really fond of it, but
It can
yeah,
be temporary for you.
it is temporary, and I know it's temporary. So, but I mean, I've been here off and on, really on the last 2 years, but off and on for the last 8 years. So, um, it's definitely changed since I came here for undergrad.
Do you think it's the people?
It definitely is the people. It definitely is the people. Not saying that I wasn't intentional before, but I'm more intentional with the people that I surround myself around. Um, the people that I hung around with before, not saying that they didn't have anything going for them, but they just were more so focused on what was going on. They were on survival mode, and I'm not on survival mode. I'm here to elevate, not to survive.
That's a good mindset. Is there anything else besides people that is contributing to your Huntsville experience?
I just also feel like I've outgrown Huntsville. Um, I feel like my wings cannot expand any wider than what they are now, at least in the future. Because I know right now, like I'm in grad school, but take grad school out of it, a lot of people don't really make that much money here. And I want the big bucks.
Yeah. And the cost of living is a problem for a lot of people here.
Yeah,
And that
so
takes away from
cheap.
the money.
It used to be so cheap, and now it's so expensive. It's crazy.
Yeah, all the new apartments that I see, they're like $1,400 for one bedroom. So
I used to stay off campus, and I was paying like almost 14 every month, and that was a lot. That was a lot, completely a lot.
well, you did it for
Yes,
some time.
yes, and campus is where I need to be.
Definitely can be more affordable. So in due time, you can leave Huntsville. Do you have any plans or any ideas what region you want to move in or move
Um,
to?
I want to move back up north.
Okay.
Um, I have top 3 places as of now. It is DC. It's DC, Charlotte, and New York City, but I will work there and live outside of the city.
Okay. Those are some developed places. A lot of
Yes.
jobs, a lot of money.
Yes.
Some other cost of living is expensive, but usually they give you the big money so you can afford it.
Yes. And even in DC,
Mhm.
I would prefer to work in DC and like live in Maryland.
And so I know last time you said you're in grad school for counseling. So do you plan on like moving first and then getting your license in that state? Or okay, because I know
When I
some people they might
graduate,
Alabama and then transfer. but you're not interested in it.
When I graduate, I gotta go. I gotta go.
Immediately after graduation.
Yes. I'm not even waiting.
I know you have a little while before you graduate, but do you have any plans to celebrate? Like some people do vacations or parties or
Yeah, I'm gonna have a graduation party at home in New York City.
okay.
Um, maybe a trip that I fund myself, but the party won't be funded by me. So, yes.
Good. Well, I wish you the best of luck when you move up north and hopefully you'll be more happier and have a better experience and get the money that you want.
Yes.
So your next goal was about developing genuine or more genuine relationships with people.
Yes.
Have you connected with anyone since we last talked?
Um, I wouldn't say connected, but I would say gaining another side, a level of friendship.
Okay.
I can say that has been done. Um,
So
yeah.
this was with someone that you previously knew?
Yes, people that I'm in class with. Though that is who I went out to the camp with, like two of my classmates. And it was cool to hang out outside of school, you know, not just know someone for school.
Yeah. Okay. So where do you see that? Do you see the relationship going anywhere?
Yes, I have hopes, definitely have hopes of it continuing post graduation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do any more associates or friends outside of school?
Huh.
Are you open to any friends or associates outside of school?
Yes. Definitely. My friends outside of school, they really don't live here. Um, so it's like we see each other, when we go to where each other lives or, you know, things like that. But yeah.
With a classmate, were you worried or concerned about how the day might go?
Huh?
First got with them, were you concerned or worried about how the day or relationship might go when you
Well,
first got with them?
honestly, because I still had some of like my friends that two of my friends that currently still live in Huntsville were with us, so it was cool. So yeah, I wasn't nervous at all. That's why you should have been.
And so another goal was not thinking the worst. When was the last time you thought the worst?
It's been a little minute. It's been a while since I thought of the worst. Not been recent
Okay.
at all.
So I know that you wasn't really sure the last time we spoke about getting out of that mindset of thinking of the worst.
I haven't, but also like I've been trying not to allow things to affect me how they used to. So don't get me wrong, things has transpired, but I really been taking it with a grain of salt.
Okay. What goes through your mind when you're in these situations?
Really recently it's just been like how do I say, not allowing people to get the best of me.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be a person who like reacted to the littlest of things, like the littlest of things. But now I just feel like doing all that takes too much energy. So I just would prefer to not allow people to think that they have one up on me. And make them feel as though they have power of what's going on in my life.
Okay. Can you tell me about one time where you felt like someone had the one up on you?
Yes. I can use this. It kind of fits with both. I had a friend that I was staying with, per her request, and she got upset because I had to be at work one day and she wasn't ready. So I just left, because I had to be to work on time. And she knew she really wasn't, ready. And she felt as though I was supposed to be late because of her. And this was actually like my first day on the job. So she just, I guess, took it upon herself to be upset and hey, you want to talk? She took it upon herself to say that she wanted me to leave her residence. And I just felt like I'm not gonna argue with you. Like I'm just gonna go, gather my things and leave. And I felt like she thought that she had one up on me because it's like, oh yeah, I told her to go. But it was like no, I left. And I left that very moment with no argument, no back and forths, no rebuttal, just removed myself from the situation.
And sometimes the people that we're dealing with, they don't have the same perspective as us.
Yeah.
So
And it
you
definitely
left.
That I wasn't talking to her because I felt like, you did something to hurt me,
Mm-hmm.
and it upset her and it rippled into it being an even bigger issue. But even still then, like I didn't allow her to affect me. I just, let it go.
And yeah, sounds like you might have done her a favor. Close it out.
Yes.
What were your other options in this scenario?
I could have argued with her and say, well, you can't punish me because you weren't ready. You asked me for something. So that means that you should be, ready together, but you weren't. So sorry, but I'm not going anywhere. Or, I could have argued with her and been combative, but I just chose to be like, you know what? It's clear that this person thinks they have an advantage, and clearly they don't. So I'm gonna do exactly what they asked for and remove myself. I had already been leaving her residence anyway. So it just happened sooner than expected.
It was eventually.
Yeah, literally like in the upcoming week or so, I was leaving.
Okay.
So yeah.
You were leaving regardless in this time frame. It just happened a little sooner.
Yes, but it was much needed. I've been more happier. I've been feeling more safe. And maybe the next session we could get into that on feeling safe, because that is a lot to unpack with
I'll
that.
take you up on that offer.
Yes.
So, talking about anxiety, that was one of the main things that you presented. What was your anxiety like while you were living there?
It was on a scale to 1 to 5, 5 being the highest. I was at a 5 constantly, daily, hourly, minutely,
Mm,
seconds. It was at a high.
that can definitely make you to feel unsafe.
Yeah, not safe at all.
Yeah. At least you're out of it now.
Yes,
You're
yes,
safe on campus. You're not dealing with possibly dangerous people. You're not spending $1,400 a month on housing. You might still be spending it, I don't know, but on housing. So sounds
yeah,
like you're in a better space.
yes,
Anxiety, those experiences are a little better for you.
yes, definitely, definitely.
And in the event that the Zoom cuts off, I don't have an unlimited subscription at this
Okay,
time, we can just join back on the same link. You can just
okay,
we should be back on. So
okay.
I got a little notice that says it might happen in 1 minute, less than 1 minute. So
Yes,
do you see it on your end too?
yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, since it's so close, we can wait till we come back on. Because I don't
Okay,
want you to be interrupted and lose your thoughts because we're getting some stuff out.
okay.